comes Kane. Hits the line. Kane center for the pass. Oh, what a goal! Patrick Kane, a spectacular setup for Marian Hossa. Pass. And as Harding is going down, Marian Hossa shoots this puck about 6 inches off the ice, right under the pad of Josh Harding.
Here is Kane. Hits it off the side of the net. Comes back to Kane. Moves it to the backhand. Turns Hampton off the Sharp for an open net goal. What a play by Kane. And Sharp gets his second of the game.
Watch Kane in the middle of the ice. Sharp will start it. I'll just give it to that guy. And then watch about 5 Minnesota guys get mesmerized by Kane. He knows exactly where Sharp is going to go.
Falk has regathered his stick. Walked back on by Hossa, met there by Falk. Hossa trying to burrow his way to the front. It's peeled off by Kane. Kane looks, shoved it on across. Oduya shot, score!
What a pass and what a play.
There's the eventual goal scorer. Patrick Kane has this puck, but look at the Minnesota Wild. Everybody is on this side of the ice. What is open? That's why he's one of the top 5 passers in the entire National Hockey League. Observing, taking what is given.
Play back to the corner by Kyle Clemson.
Petros defenseman really doing a good job of holding the offensive blue line.
This one skipped through Smith, walked back on by Patrick Sharp. Fed it across its block, side of the net, score!
Well, this all starts right in this area. I just made mention of how good the Red Wings defensemen have been at the attacking blue line. The quick stick of Patrick Sharp lifts up the stick of Brendan Smith, tries to go cross side to Kane, goes right to Michael Hanzus. No chance for Jimmy Howard.
Coming by was Bronson, though, and then Hjalmarsson on him, and Bronson goes down in a heap. Bouncing puck, it's Kane's to make, he scores! Kane with Bronson at the other end of the ice injured. It is 2-1.
To let that team continue their play, and this puck was on edge for Patrick Kane, right between the legs of Jimmy Howard. Was going for the poke check.
Heat on. Again, another shot goes in wide of the net. Hanzus was there, knocked loose again, the goalie down. He's going to have to get up in a hurry. Hjalmarsson is ready. Score! They've tied the game with that pressure. It barely got over the goal line.
Everybody was down low when the puck moved out. Everybody started to follow the puck like a magnet towards Hjalmarsson. And who's open? The guy who started it all right behind. Kane pokes it into the net.
The game, if they can win it, will send them on to the Stanley Cup final against the Boston Bruins. And our hats off to Boston. Here's another chance for Chicago. Net empty. Score!
Guys, they think it's an icing. They think this is an icing. Jonathan Quick believes this is an icing. He's waiting to see if his teammate's going to get to his first. The linesman waved this thing off. And when he waved it off, Jonathan Quick didn't know that.
The third period. Dowdy on the ice again. He was challenged right away, and Regehr had to play it. Did get it up on the glass. And had the double back to high and find it. Then goes center, score!
Right into the back of your net. And again, Williams thought he could skate the back of the net to get to the other side. And he gets taken down, and that allows Bickle to push that puck out in the front. And good on Kane to be there, and he didn't even stop it. He just pumped it right into the top of the net.
Brown had to wait to pick it up. And then Kopitar in to help him. Over in front was Williams. Pass didn't get to him. Here comes Chicago 2-on-1. And the pass. The game for Patrick Kane. It's been tough, but Chicago prevails.
That's perfection right here, and that's in his wheelhouse. If that passes in front of him or behind him, then he can't release it like that, right in the top part of the net. Very few players can release that shot like that.
Bob, I'm here with Patrick Kane, the hat trick in an elimination game that sends your team to the Stanley Cup Finals. What does that mean to you?
Well, it's just a big win, especially being up 3-2 and them scoring with, 14 or I think there's 14 seconds left on the clock when the faceoff went. So, they had the momentum after that point, but for us to stick with it in the first overtime and come out and end up winning the game, it's just huge.
How do you compare this team with the one that won in 2010?
It's really not fair to compare the teams. It was a great team we had in 2010 with a lot of great players, and these guys are making names for themselves like guys on that team did. So, it's fun going through it again. It's fun to get back to the finals now. Hopefully we get a couple days to rest up, especially after this one, and crowd's going crazy, so we're going to use that to our advantage.
Taves along with him, headed for the net. Kane flipped it on. Bickle with it there. Knifed away from him by Ferentz. Kane to the back. Roosevelt a drive, and that one kicked loose and brought by Seidenberg. Rebound save. Another shot. They score! It's Kane! He and Taves have both broken out here in the second period.
But the second chance opportunity right there. And now Kane puts it in. So technically the third chance. Roosevelt shot, Bickle shot, and then Kane finds the empty net and puts it in with the backhand.
Side now, and it's Kane. Watched by Char, and that one fed through the blue paint. Drive by Keith. Skinner around in front. Up that score! Kane!
Comes off the stick of Dennis Seidenberg right there. It breaks his stick, slows down, never goes on Tuukka Rask, and Kane's able to put it from the forehand to the backhand.
Up again. Bickle brings it ahead. Got the return, and a save made by Rask. Rebound, tucked it, Brett. Score! It's Kane again!
Quick little pass. Bickle to Taves, right back to him. Quick shot, save, take the puck back to the net, and Patrick Kane goes upstairs on Tuukka Rask. Second chance opportunity.
Horton, and it comes on back to Krug. Krug able to step along and lost it. Shoulder down by Taves. Taves played it, but quickly right back in to the defense. Thrown by Krejci. Bouncer steered aside by Crawford. 10 to go, and the puck bounced out to center. Striding ahead for it is Taves. Staggering on. Taves pushed it wide. 2 seconds and 1. The Blackhawks are Stanley Cup champions. An electrifying finish to this contest tonight and to this series that was loaded with thrills, but for the home team tonight, disappointment.
The winner of the Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player in the playoffs is Patrick Kane.
Patrick Kane wins the Conn Smythe. But the one thing about Patrick Kane, when you look at the numbers, he was so consistent in his production. 5 points against Minnesota, 4 against Detroit, 5 against LA, and 5 more in this Stanley Cup final. And he wins the Conn Smythe Trophy. Equipment managers, so many people involved in making an organization run, but it's the players that have to get it done.